Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Memphis Conservative channel. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe and hit that like button and share this video and comment down below. So we're gonna talk about shout out to Breitbart for this one. This story here just happened some days ago. Um, it's about this young lady. She's like what 18, 19 years old. Goes by the name of Sheridan Gorman. She was a college student out there in Chicago, and she was murdered by this man that you see on the left side right here. He's an illegal alien that entered this country illegally, once again up under the Biden administration with the open border policies. So I'm gonna read this article right here to you. So let's get right into it. The murder of Sheridan Gorman by an illegal migrant in Chicago was caused by the Democrats' pro-migration amnesty zone policies. House Speaker Mike Johnson told the media on Wednesday. You had Democrats in charge of the White House and in charge in the city of Chicago. Open border policies, sanctuary cities policies. They coddled the criminal illegal alien. They empowered, they allowed this to happen, and that's why we're so angry about it. The suspect murderer entered the United States in May 2023 and was caught shoplifting in June 2023. He didn't waste no time, did he? He got right to it. On both occasions, he was released by Democrats, which was them, Democrat judges out there. Despite voter opposition, the suspect also appears to have been associated with gang members. This is what Sheridan Gorman should still be with us, just as Lake and Riley should too, and many others. Now, for those who don't know who Lake and Riley is or who Lake and Riley was, um, she was young and she was doing her everyday routine jogging, and a couple of illegal immigrants had snatched her up and raped her repeatedly, and they killed her. And that's not the only story of that right there, of this kind of stuff right here happening. It's one by the name of, they don't talk about her either. She was a young black lady. She was in her early 20s. Her name was Dakara Thompson. She was snatched up, raped repeatedly, and they tossed her over a bridge like a trash bag. Since everything's supposed to be what I be, taunting me saying blackity black, what was BLM for that? What was Al Sharpton for that? She was killed by an illegal alien too. I'm gonna find her story and I'll probably do a story tomorrow. But like I said, these not the only ones that this right here has happened to. How many more times will this story be repeated? Exactly. Democrats coddled criminal aliens and created the system that allowed this to happen. And that's why we're so angry about it. So let's hear what now Mike Johnson's on the next one. We're gonna hear what they say right now.
This is not your grandfather's Democrat Party. They have crazy policies, and now they have.
This is what he said, and I've been saying this. He said, "This is not your regular father or grandfather's Democratic Party." And I tell people when I be talking to them about politics, or they want to bring up me about politics, Democrats, this and all that right there. This Democratic Party today is not the same Democratic Party 20, 30, 40 years ago. I mean, the party actually had some sane people that had some common sense. These people that's hijacking and taking over that party now is nothing like that anymore. They're too extreme. They're too radical, crazy, and got the most insane policies.
Have deadly, very, very tragic consequences. And you've heard this common theme this morning. We're talking about the latest victim. Sheridan Gorman was a beautiful 18-year-old freshman, as has been noted, at Loyola University, enjoying time with her friends out on the pier, looking at the northern lights, and now her family is mourning her tragic and totally unnecessary loss. It was a life tragically cut short. The masked assailant approached Sheridan while she was walking with her friends, and she ran away, and as you know, shot her from the back, in the back. The monster who did this, Jose Medina, was an illegal alien with a criminal record. Why is that so relevant to us? Because it's Democrat policies that made this tragedy possible. He had no legal right to be in this country. And we
Exactly.
know that Medina entered the United States illegally on May 9th, 2023. That's under the Biden administration with their wide open borders policy. We also know he was caught by Border Patrol and let into the country, released into the country, like millions of others. And thanks to the Democrats' open border policy, those are indisputable facts. But for that crazy set of policies, this young lady would still be alive. Weeks later, Medina was arrested in a major American city after they let him in, again, only to be released onto the streets of Chicago. Why? Because of crazy Democrat policies. He would later take the life of Sheridan Gorman. The irony of all this is that the system did not fail Sheridan. That worked exactly as the Democrats intended. You had Democrats in charge of the White House.
Sound like he slick said Democrats, but he had to correct himself. But a lot of us call them. That's what they are, Democrats. But I digress. Go ahead.
And in charge in the city of Chicago. Open borders policies, sanctuary cities policies. They coddled the criminal illegal alien. They empowered, they allowed this to happen, and that's why we're so angry about it. He was in the custody of law enforcement twice, and there were two chances to stop Sheridan's killer. But Democrats' open borders guaranteed their release, and their soft on crime sanctuary policies ensured his impunity, and that's why this happened. And Sheridan Gorman should still be with us, and her entire life still ahead of her. But it's the same fate that befell Laken Riley, too, and so many others. How many more times does this story have to be repeated? Everybody needs to be asking that question. Unfortunately, the Democrats' agenda was going to continue to come at the expense of American citizens, innocent American people, as long as Democrats insist on shielding dangerous criminals from our laws. And that's exactly what we're seeing. This is not your.
And somebody right here posted, rest in peace, Sheridan Gorman. Tragic and preventable without sanctuary cities. Chicago, that's something else. With these sanctuary states and cities, they are protecting the hell out of illegals. They're protecting the valid ones. Also, the Democratic Party in the city and the state has adopted numerous laws to create an amnesty zone for the many illegal migrants whom they attracted from poor countries from 2021 to 2024. The Democrats' amnesty zones provide a legal shield for poor migrants as they keep working, renting, and consuming under the Democrat sponsorship. This process helps Democrats build an alliance with local businesses as they push the poor migrants closer to amnesty, green cards, citizenship, and the voting booth. Did I tell y'all those people are their voting base? Because a lot of Americans across the country has woken up to their BS now. Regardless of criminal and financial damage to Americans, they don't care. In a Wednesday press briefing in the House, GOP leaders lined up to slam the Democrats' amnesty zone policies and to demand Democrats end their block on DHS funding that is causing major disruption to airport operations and employees' incomes. They don't care. If Democrats had their way, this would be the story of every city in America, said Majority Whip Representative Tom Emmer. Sheridan Gorman was not at the wrong place at the wrong time. The only person in the wrong place was her killer. Got a point. Who should have never been allowed into America to begin with, let alone allowed to stay after committing crimes. If Democrats had their way, this would be the story. So let's see what he has to say.
It's not at the wrong place, wrong time. She was exactly where she should have been, making memories with her friends in her first year of college. The only person in the wrong place was her killer, who should have never been allowed into America to begin with, let alone allowed to remain in the country after committing crimes. If Democrats had their way, this would be the story of every city in America. The illegal alien who killed Sheridan Gorman is exactly who Democrats are fighting to protect with their needless shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security. Their absurd list of demands paints a clear picture. Open borders, limited deportations, and violent illegal aliens roaming free. Democrats want to return America to the days of the Biden border crisis. But that's not going to happen. We're not going to go back. This week, the House is going to vote once again to fund all of DHS. We will vote to end this shutdown, pay the frontline heroes of Border Patrol, TSA, and the Coast Guard, and put the security of our nation first. But Democrats will continue to obstruct. Why? Because they'd rather protect violent illegal aliens over the American people.
So there you have it. This young lady here. This young lady right here lost her life at an early age due to somebody that wasn't supposed to be over here in the first place. And it's too many stories of these violent illegals over here that's killing people and doing stuff and doing things and doing the horrible things to them. But I noticed though, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't ran up on one. It might be one out there, but so far since we've been seeing this, you notice they don't mess with. I hate to say it, but don't seem like that they be messing with men. They always going after women. That border been wide open for 4 straight years. Not 4 hours, not 4 weeks, not 4 months, 4 years straight. 365 days in a year. Four of the set of 365 days. It's sad. Somebody else lost their life for that. For the same reason that these people are over here like this, and people have so much negative energy about ICE this, ICE that. Get ICE up out of here. We need ICE gone from the government, period. They want these people to stay over here. They want to stay over here. The violent ones, especially, the violent ones. Judges have been letting when these people be getting arrested, lower circuit judges have been letting these people out, back in the community, back on the streets. But I think they just put a stop to that today. It was today or yesterday. I just ran up on that story before I found this one. So I'll probably do a video on that one in a minute after this one. But yeah, my heart goes out to her family. Prayers goes out to her family in Chicago. And that mayor and governor out there in Chicago, those two, they are something else. I can't believe they haven't even seen the inside of a jail cell yet. But they something else, especially that mayor. So when it's time to vote again and stuff like that out there, I hope the voters out there they vote differently. Don't vote out gender, don't vote out skin color. Do y'all research? Y'all need to put the right person out, in now. I don't see how he became running a city in the first place. He was a geography teacher. You go from being a geography teacher to running a city. I'm in the wrong business. Yeah, but y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. I'd like to hear your thoughts. So share this video, like this video, and comment down below. Thanks for stopping by the Conservative channel. Hit them thumbs up, like button, so this video right here, so this kind of video can get out. I have another one. I'm gonna try to, when I run up on these, I'm gonna try to do as many of these as I can. Peace.